نقضان به هر حال در هر تفاهم نامه اتفاق میفته. اصولا باید یه تیمی درست میشد که نقض شد حلش کنن، نه اینکه دعوا کنن. ما خب به جای اینکه بشینیم حل کنیم، حالا باید جزئیات رو ببینیم به چه شکلی باید حل بشه یا حل نشه. این دیگه ادامه کاری است که الان در مذاکرات عمان دارن روش کار میکنن. انشالله به جایی برسیم که از این حالت نه جنگ نه صلح بتونیم در بیاییم. بعدم از تنگه هرمز تخلف کردن، چون طبق اون آیین به اصطلاح تفاهم نامه میبایست بر اساس دستورالعمل‌هایی که جمهوری اسلامی با کشور عمان با هم می‌نویسن عمل کنن، عمل نکردن. ما هم پاسخ دادیم و بعدم درگیری ها شروع شد. حمله کنن ایران تیکه تیکه میشه. خب برای اینکه من خودم اول باید خودم رو اصلاح کنم.
مسیر موقت داریم صحبت میکنیم، تقریبا به نتیجه خیلی نزدیک هستیم. تعیین این مسیر بین ایران و عمان لزوما به معنی باز شدن تنگه هرمز نیست، اون تابع شرایط دیگری هم هست. باید موارد نقض یادداشت تفاهم که از سوی آمریکا صورت گرفته یک به یک جبران بشه. وضعیت حاضر من به صراحت عرض بکنم نتیجه نقض یادداشت تفاهم توسط آمریکا هست. روی مسیر موقت داریم صحبت میکنیم، تقریبا به نتیجه خیلی نزدیک هستیم. روی نقشه های این مسیر که توسط نیروهای مسلح تهیه شده داره کار صورت میگیره. بین نیروهای دریایی دو کشور مذاکرات شده و جزئیاتش هم در حال انجام هست و من فکر میکنم که خیلی نزدیک بتونیم این مذاکرات رو جمع‌بندی بکنیم.
Multiple sources told CNN that the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Dan Kane, has made clear to other top officials that the United States needs to look for an off-ramp when it comes to the war with Iran, because the military options on the table to escalate could backfire, and because air power alone is limited when it comes to achieving the objectives that President Donald Trump has laid out here. Now, the people who spoke with our team did say that Kane has had some of these discussions with other top officials like CIA Director John Radcliffe, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Vice President J.D. Vance. Some say that he has been less direct in communicating this with Trump. He has carefully communicated any of the potential downsides of the military options. Now, Kane's team says that it will not discuss any confidential conversations between the general and the president, the secretary, or other top officials, and that it would not comment on what it referred to as agenda-driven characterizations of those conversations by sources who were not privy to them. A White House official, in response to some of this reporting, did give us this statement. I want to read it to you now. They said, quote, General Kane is an incredible asset to President Trump's national security team, and the overwhelming success of Operations Epic Fury, Midnight Hammer, and Absolute Resolve speaks for itself. The general always provides accurate, unbiased information and a host of options to the commander-in-chief, who ultimately makes decisions on what he feels is best for U.S. national security.
General Kim, I just want to start by getting your reaction to this report that Joint Chiefs Chair General Dan Kane is looking for an off-ramp from this war. Practically speaking, what even are his options here?
Yeah, well, first of all, I read the CNN article and I saw quotes from nothing but unnamed sources. And that always bothers me because those were the same unnamed sources that last week were saying there were no negotiations going on. That proved not to be true. But let's make an assumption that some of those quotes may have been correct. Look, I think it's fair to say that we are not close to achieving our strategic objectives of ending the nuclear program, ending the missile program, and cutting off support for the proxies. We do have the situation with the Strait of Hormuz, that those issues are undeniable. And I think against that background, we've got to understand that General Kane has got to worry about the rest of the world as well. He's got to worry about the threat from China. He's got to worry about support for Ukraine. And that's all in the context of dwindling support options for those other combatant commanders, as Admiral Cooper is going to get what he needs. But having said that, I sure wish people would go on the record rather than hide behind the quote of unnamed source.
We've destroyed their nuclear program. We've destroyed their conventional military. We've radically reduced their, what you might call their asymmetric military abilities. And right now we're trying to see if they're willing to make the kind of long-term changes that would be necessary to have a better relationship with the United States. And if not, that's fine too. We're just going to keep on applying the pressure that we can apply and getting as much oil and gas out of the Middle East so that Americans can enjoy lower gas and energy prices. Right now, we're trying to see if they're willing to make the kind of long-term changes that would be necessary to have a better relationship with the United States. And if not, that's fine too. We're just going to keep on applying the pressure that we can apply and getting as much oil and gas out of the Middle East.
大家好，我是主播林家远。生活压力大，失眠、浅眠是现代人常见的烦恼。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌现在进一步推出晚安加强版，添加水染伽马、色氨酸、茶氨酸、香蜂草4大天然草本，选择太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，做好日常保养，身体轻松无负担。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，输入推荐码有额外折扣。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便，要吃就吃最好的。